How's it going, boys? Here we are. We're going to rank in all the Marvel Rivals characters from least fun to most fun. We don't really need to explain how this video works, so let's just get right into it, alright? So, we're starting off here with my man, Adam Warlock. And now, I personally am not the biggest player of Adam Warlock myself, so I wouldn't have the most knowledge on him, but like for me, what I do find with him, he's a pretty fun character, because you can do a lot of damage as a healer, which is always great. And he's a decent healer at the top of that, and you have the revive and all that, so you just keep the fun going. So honestly, I think I put him right in A tier. I think that would be a good spot for him personally, because again, I like DPSs that can deal damage like that, or sorry, healers that can deal damage like that. It's always a pretty cool thing to me. And then we got Black Panther. So he's a backliner, obviously. You're big onto the backline, and if that's your thing, then he's probably gonna be an S tier. And for me personally, that's not my personal favorite way to play Rivals, is going for the backline. And Black Panther's not my absolute favorite character to play or anything like that, but I can see where the fun is in him. But I personally wouldn't put him above a B tier. Now on to Black Widow. This is a really easy one. D. She's a bad character, and she's also just not fun to play. Just sitting back and sniping is not fun. It's fun to run in with her sticks and attack people, but you're not going to be doing that because it's absolutely awful. And yeah, so easy D tier. Then on to Bruce / Hulk. This one's got to be like, man, honestly, probably S tier, to be honest with you. We all know it, that Hulk is a really popular tank for a lot of people to play. People love playing Hulk. He's not my personal tank, but like he's a dive tank, so that right away just brings him up. Being a dive tank is just huge for a lot of people, right? And also he's just a great character to play. He's just so much fun to play. He's got so many, he's just fun. As the list is all about, he's fun. So now Captain America. Captain America is another one, and that's also a dive tank, but he's also a little bit of a, I can't really call it shield tank or whatever, right? So, but like, is he S though? He's definitely not S, no. He's more of an A, because he's not as good as Hulk, and I know, like, obviously we're not going to be ranking them on how good they are. But like, the thing is with Captain is that sometimes you just feel like you'd be doing more, and you're not doing enough with him, and that's why I feel like he should be A, because he's just not that good. We're the point where he's a lot of fun to play. He can be a bit frustrating to play sometimes, and like his ult is just stupid. It's not even like fun stupid. It's just stupid. I don't even know what it does half the time, to be honest with you. I just hear him yell "Assemble!" and then that's it, and then nothing happens, and there's a rainbow on the ground. It's like, okay, cool, and then it ends. Like I feel like nothing happens. Anyways, moving on to a character that another one's really popular to play is Cloak and Dagger. People love playing Cloak. Cloak is like probably the most picked healer in this game. In my experience, literally every lobby I come in has a freaking Cloak and Dagger. You hardly come across someone who doesn't play her. It's just crazy. And she's not my personal healer / him. I guess Cloak's more of a DPS than the healer, but the whole point is Cloak and Dagger aren't my personal healer. But like, I can see why people play them. They're easy to play. I like having Dagger. Having Cloak with Dagger, because it gives you that DPS, gives you the invisibility and all that good stuff you can do. So that's going to make him go right into A tier, is having Dagger, to be honest with you, and Cloak as one character. If it was just Dagger on her own, then I would say like probably B or C. But with Cloak and Dagger, that's what makes these characters so much fun. Now Doctor Strange is one that I don't know about Strange myself. He's not really a tank I enjoy playing. I'm not the biggest tank person. I'm just going to be straight up here with you guys. Tanks are not my forte. They're not really a great, like, fun deal to play with. They're just kind of whatever. They're an important role, obviously. But for me, I just don't really, I don't know. I don't vibe with tanks, alright? And honestly, Strange would probably be C for me. He's just, I don't know, he's just boring. I don't really know how else to explain Strange. For me, it's just boring, you know what I mean? Like, I can see the appeal to playing Strange, but for me personally, it's just like, I don't know. He's more fun than Widow, and he's definitely not D tier. Like, he's not a character that I wouldn't go on my way to play, like Widow would be. But like, I wouldn't play him. And that would honestly be the same for Groot here. Groot would also be C. And if you're playing against Groot, Groot is D, because Groot is so annoying to play against, especially if they have a good Groot when they have the walls behind you. And the thing about Groot that's not fun is that, like, he's not fun to play because I just don't really enjoy doing the walls myself. I just find it a pain in the ass. I find even when I wall my opponents in, I'm probably just getting stuck on them anyways. But at the same time, he's definitely more fun than Strange, alright? I'll give him that. He's way more fun than Strange because you control people on quick play. You can just put the wall in front of your healers and not let them do things. Or like put a wall in front of someone using an ult, right? So like he can be kind of fun at times. But like for the most part, he's kind of a pain for me to personally play. It's not a huge fun. It's just like, honestly for me, the fun coming in Groot is just trolling people on quick play with him. I love trolling people with them on quick play. Never would do it in competitive, obviously, but in quick play, I don't care. And now onto a series of characters I'm not really the biggest fan of because I don't have great accuracy and I just don't really enjoy them. That'd be like these sniper characters. Hawkeye is honestly he'd probably be behind Strange because the main reason with Hawkeye is that he's like I don't really enjoy playing these sniper characters per se. The thing I like about Hawkeye is that its headshots are insanely powerful, and that's what all I really enjoy about playing him. You know what I mean? And like I don't know, I don't really like just sitting back and just sniping people. That's not really for me. That's not my kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's why Hela as well is probably going to be in the same tier as him. And Hela would just go above just because her ult's better. They're basically the same. Like for me, they're basically the same in terms of fun. I just don't really enjoy playing them. They're pretty whatever. They're like just like kind of lame. Again, sniping's not my thing. And you know what's funny is my main is Loki, but like sniping's not my thing when it comes to playing a DPS. It's just kind of lame. Yeah, so then we get on to Jackie Chan, or sorry, Iron Fist. I always call him Jackie Chan. He would be B tier, same as Black Panther, just a backliner for the most part. He used to be a tank buster, but not a tank buster anymore, unless they patched it. But yeah, he's a pretty fun character. It's same as Black Panther, just backlining, getting out of there kind of thing, doing a lot of damage to the backline, and then leaving if you can, or just destroying the entire backline and winning if you're a really good Iron Fist, which is crazy. And then onto a character that for me is not fun the slightest as well. Still more fun than Widow would be Iron Man. For me, flyers just suck. Flyers are just not, they're just not for me. I don't enjoy being a flyer. I don't enjoy just sitting up and supporting my team, shooting people that way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably not doing the best job explaining it because I just don't like doing it. Let me just be completely honest here. And Iron Man is a perfect example of that kind of character I just don't enjoy being. So he'd be in D tier. Because it's just not really a fun character in any way. You're just shooting people for the most part, and I don't know, it's just kind of lame. And then we got Jeff, who's more of a DPS than a healer, which is really funny. He's basically a backliner as well. Jeff, where would I put Jeff? Jeff is tough because as a healer, he's absolute garbage, and it's not fun to play him healing whatsoever. Like as a backliner, he's actually pretty cool. Honestly, he would actually probably have to go, man. I gotta put him bottom of B tier. I had to put him bottom of B tier because he is fun to play is the thing. It's just that his abilities are not great, aside from his DPS abilities and his ults, which are like the only things that you're really going to be doing when you're actually trying to play Jeff. You're usually not going to be healing unless it's like crucial. That's like not crucial, but like they just absolutely need it. He's like I said, he's more of a backliner kind of character, right? So he's pretty lame for me personally. But you know, he's not my personal favorite character. But I can see the appeal to playing him. Again, you gotta play him backline, you gotta not heal with him. If you're playing a Jeff and healing, I don't know what you're thinking, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how much fun he is, and yeah, he's just not really. He's okay. He's pretty fun. He's just not the most fun character in the world. Is all. Unlike their next one, my main Loki, S tier. I know I got some main bias here, as again Loki is my main, but like Loki is just like when you like understand what to do with Loki when you got start teleporting around with his clones or placing them in spots where they can't see you and all that jazz. It's a great time. That's when Loki becomes an absolute blast to play. It's just being the trickster like he is. That's what makes him fun to play. You're just being a trickster, not getting noticed by people. You're going in the back. You're sneaking behind them. You're calling out your teammates saying, "Yo, I'm invisible. Help me out on the point here. I'll cover you," to a dive tank like Hulk, for example. Right, you do crazy things like that, and he's such a cool character. He's awesome. Love him. Now on to a healer I don't find fun one bit. That would be Luna. She would have to be bottom of C for me. She would almost be a D tier, but because she's a healer, she's a little bit more fun than those two DPSs there. So like, you're kind of doing something. And I do like that she has the DPS abilities, which is cool. But like, yeah, Luna for me is just super lame. She's so easy to play. And she's just not fun in the slightest because of that. Not just because of that, just her abilities are just lame. I don't know how she's a 2-star. She should be 1-star, 100%, man. She is not a fun character at all for me. I don't enjoy playing Luna. I only play Luna if I need to win. And, or we had like a Nemo team up pretty much. That's the only thing I'm really looking for when I play Luna. And yeah, I'm not a Luna main one bit. Now, Magic's a tough one because Magic is a fun character to play once you get to learn her, but she's so hard to learn that it makes her hard to put her higher. So I'm going to actually have to put her on top of B tier. Is wrong, I had to put Magic. Because, like I said before, she's fun to play when you learn how to use her. It's just learning how to use her is kind of a pain in the ass because her E is really weird. Her dash is really weird. And you also have to learn how to animation cancel with a lot of her combos. So a lot of her attacks are just weird. They're not like other characters, right? But once you get a hang of her, she's a great time. It's just getting a hang of her is really tough. You know, she's a tough character to learn, but when you learn her, she's great and she's just a good amount of fun. Now we're going on to Magneto, probably the most popular tank in the game. And he's alright. Like I said, tanks are my favorite, but he would have to go bottom of B tier because he's actually a pretty fun tank to play, all things considered, for a tank. Because, you know, he's one of the most popular ones, obviously. And it's not just because he's good, in my opinion anyways. It's also, like, I feel like you're really supporting your team when you're playing him, which is what I like about him. Versus, like, Strange, for example. You're just not really doing that. I don't know. I feel like you aren't really doing that for the most part. I mean, you are with his right-click and certain abilities like that, but, like, a lot of times, I don't know. Feels like you aren't doing a whole lot with him. But, like, Magneto, he's pretty cool. I like his abilities. And his shield. His shields he can give people. His melee attack's cool. He moves slow and all that, but it's like, you really feel like you're a tank when you're playing Magneto, which is kind of cool. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird one to rank, but he's good. Don't get me wrong. It's just a weird one to rank, you know? Now, moving on to Mantis. Another healer I just don't find fun to play in the slightest. She's more fun to play than Luna, and that's all I can really say about her. To me, she's basically just like Luna, just very, like, slight differences in her. I don't know, man. I'm not a big Mantis person. Like I said, when it comes to Mantis and Luna, they are not my healers. They're the two healers I'll stay away from most times. I'll only play them if I have to. Luna is the one I know more, but like Mantis is just also kind of lame. I don't know, man. Like, it's cool being able to buff your teammates, which is what I like about her, and probably the only thing I actually like about her. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of Mantis either. She's kind of lame. Pretty whatever. And now we got Moon Knight. He would go at the top of C tier for me. Because the thing is with Moon Knight is that even though he's another DPS that is just like kind of sniping and kind of lame, at the very least his abilities are kind of cool. You know what I mean? Unlike Hela, like, I know that Helas aren't cool, but like a lot of times you're just sniping with Hela. I like that he has movement and I don't know. I like the Ox, I guess. You know, he has some cool things to him, and that's the main reason why I put him above these other two sniper ones. Personally, that's just how I feel about it. Because like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of those kinds of characters, but you know, he's all right. Now on to Namor. I don't know. I can't find Nemo. It's the easiest way to remember him. He would actually be bottom of A. Because he's a pretty cool character to play. He's not the most like in-depth DPS of all time. You're just putting down turrets and just clicking left, right click pretty much for the most part, right? But like, I don't know, he's fun to play because he's easy. And like, being easy usually doesn't make them higher, which is funny. But like, I don't know, he's like, which is funny because he's really easy to play. But like, I don't know, there's just something about him. It's just satisfying, I guess, just to place turrets down and just go ham on people when you see him, or protect your back line. And I don't know, there's something about him just kind of fun, I guess. He's not like amazing fun. And you know what, actually I think he'd be more so into B tier, right below Magic. Actually, now I think about it, he wouldn't be at the bottom of A tier. No, he'd be below Magic. Magic's more fun to play, he is, but he's still pretty cool. Now Penny Parker is one that you'd think I'd put really low, but actually I'd put her at the top of C tier, which is shocking. I know, I personally am not the biggest Penny person, but I do see the appeal to playing her. It's just kind of fun to hunker down, which is what I like about her. And you know what? Actually, I think I put her behind Broke Needle. Because she's more fun than a sniper character to me. Because, again, sniper characters are the least fun characters in this game to me. And I just like that she's, like, you actually, like, do something instead of just sniping. And that's the main reason I put her right here. It's kind of just fun to hunker down and just protect your team. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like her. I like the fact that she can do the right click and just grab onto people and that kind of thing. And, yeah, she's not the best character in the world or anything like that, but she's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now, Psylocke's the first backline character that'll actually go up to A tier, and it's not because she's 5-star. She does not feel like a 5-star. I'm just going to say that right now. I don't know what the hell the devs were thinking when they put her as 5-star. She is not 5-star. I genuinely don't know who thought, oh, yeah, you know, Psylocke's 5-star. Not even close, man. She's 5-star and Spider-Man's 6-star. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about. She's pretty cool. I like that she's a backline character, but she takes a little bit more thought into how you're going to backline them. But I like that it's the invisibility. You know what I mean? You get that invisibility, you get to go around, sneak behind them, and kind of do your thing with your shurikens, and then do some combos on them. And I don't know, she's cool. She's a pretty cool character. She's not like my favorite character to play. I won't usually go the way to play her, but like if I do play her, I'm not going to complain because I don't mind the slightest. And plus, she screams anime things. So like, how can you go wrong with that? Now, Punisher is a weird one. I used to be like, yeah, Punisher's lame. but he's kind of okay to use. He's just like playing Call of Duty, right? So that's why we're gonna put him on the bottom B tier, because like he's just like playing Call of Duty. You just have a gun and you shoot people, and then you activate a sender gun and you shoot people. You just shoot people when you're playing Punisher, and you know what? Shooting people is fun. As simple as that. Rocket, this is a tough one. He'd probably go top of C tier, I would say. Because he's more fun than all these snipers there. He's way more fun than Luna and Mantis, that's for certain. There's no way he'd be that boring of a character to play. So yeah, I would say he's top of C tier. Because he doesn't have a lot of abilities. He's just kind of just cookie cutter, you know what I mean? You just heal people. You do right click a lot and do the amplifiers and all that. And yeah, he's pretty, like, he's not difficult to play or anything like that. He's a pretty simple character, but he's a fun character at times. I like his mobility. He's kind of, you know, he's just simplistic. He's alright. Not the best. Now Scarlet Witch right here, she's another one that would go right down to D tier. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, she's super lame. I hate characters like this that you just basically just hold down one button. That's basically how you use her. And yes, I know there's more of her than her left click, but like honestly, man, most of her abilities just suck. She's just such a lame character. I hate her. Her ult's so lame too. If you can get it off, you just kill everybody, and she just sucks. I don't know. I don't like Scarlet Witch. Generally one of the most boring characters in this game. So boring. Then we got Spider-Man, instant S tier. Spider-Man's a blast to play, even though he's also kind of frustrating. He can be F tier at times because of how annoying he is to play, because how quickly you'll die and you have no health regen abilities. But his mobility is so much fun to use, and just keep trying to get him. It is fun to use, and he's just, you know, he's a fun character. I initially mained him when because he's so much fun. He's like my secondary, I guess you could say. I do love playing me some Spider-Man, but man, is it frustrating at times. But you're always having a good time just going in, uppercutting people, putting your Spider Tracer on them, leaving, webbing around, doing all the Spider-Man things. He feels just like Spider-Man should, which is awesome, which is really cool. It's amazing they got him working in a game like this. Cool character, pretty fun, a lot of fun actually. S tier. Now, Squirrel Girl is another weird one. I would say she would have to go right behind those two, because although she's absurdly easy to use, you literally just press left click when you see people, and then do a right click on people as well to slow them down. And if you got the Spider-Man ability, press C and slow them down even more. And she's like, I don't know, she's super easy to use, but that kind of makes her fun because of the fact you're just not thinking a whole lot and you're just shooting people with your nuts, and it's as simple as that. I don't know, she's kind of cool. Not the best character, obviously, but I don't know, I kind of like her. It's a weird one, but I kind of like her. Which is the same how I feel about Star-Lord. I put him below Squirrel Girl personally. He's obviously harder to use than Squirrel Girl, but he's still not that hard to use. And he's just cool, you know what I mean? I like his ult that he screams, Legendary! And then all your healers die, which is always fun when that happens. But yeah, no, Star-Lord's a pretty cool character. He's great fun to use. It's great being able to backline with them. It's great, just like, you know, I don't know, I like his flips. His E's really cool. And he's not too hard to use, which is nice. It would make him fun to use, but he also has a little bit of a challenge. You do have to think a little bit, unlike some characters like Scarlet Witch, for example. And then we have another character I do not like, which would be Storm. Should be top of D tier. Again, flying characters are just not for me. They're so lame, so boring, and Storm's one of them. And I don't have much more to say because these characters to me are the most boring things in the world. Now we got Thor. Thor's a weird one because like I feel like I don't know what I'm doing half the time when I play Thor. You know, I tried him a couple times. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. So like I don't know. I guess he'd be like top to C, because like he's just a weird character, and I don't know what I'm doing when I play Thor. For one, I'm not gonna lie to you, and two, he's just like he's cool. I guess I don't know. I don't really know what to say about him. Then we got Venom. Venom would be top of A tier for me. I like I said, I like dive tanks. He's surely a dive tank. You're just going in there causing shit, disruption, and just ruining people's day. Right clicking, left clicking, right clicking, left clicking, and then shift and leave, and there you go. That's Venom in a nutshell. But it's something about him that's just a lot of fun to do. It's just something about that dive and his attacks and just being in their faces at all times. It's just, yeah, it's a great time being Venom, honestly. Which is kind of similar to Bucky the Winter Soldier. He's a pretty fun one to use. He's just really good, so that kind of what makes him like fun, is that he's like the best character in the game at the time of this video coming out, which we're in season 1.5, and everyone agrees he's probably the best. And yeah, he's just crazy good. His abilities are insane. His ult's insane and also really funny. Just hearing again, 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 which is always a good time. You always know you're in for a good time when you hear that over and over and over again. So, you know, we'll have to put him right here, right below Star-Lord, I think. Now, Wolverine's another one. I feel like he's not too hard to use, but he's also he's the tank buster, and he's great, man. You're just going off on people, you know what I mean? Which is what I like about him. He's like, I don't feel like he's too hard to use. I just love being able to just go off on tanks, which is just so satisfying. And it's just like, he's just so chaotic and just so like, he's just satisfying to use, is what it is. He's extremely satisfying to use, and that's why I like him on him. It's just like how satisfying he is. It's just like, it just feels so good to just destroy those tanks when you get onto them and just completely ruin their day. And yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, he's a pretty cool character. And it's similar to Mr. Fantastic. He would go right below Wolverine in my opinion, because again, he's just a fun character to use. It's fun just to press E on people, give them their shields, and then kind of go in there and be fat like Weird Al and attack them, and then kind of slow down and go back, which is cool and all that. I don't know how he's considered DPS. He's definitely a tank, but whatever. That's okay. He's a fun character to use, and that's all that really matters. That's all needs to be said. And Invisible Woman is similar. She's a pretty fun healer to use. She's not my personal healer, but I put her right about there, above a lot of these DPSs personally. I think she's pretty cool. I like all of her abilities and being invisible and all that. And she's kind of like Cloak almost, but not really at the same time. And yeah, pretty cool character. Not my personal favorite, obviously, but you know, I do enjoy playing her. If I had to main her, I would not complain. Let's put it that way. Which is similar to the Thing. He would be right next to her. Yeah, right around there. I don't know why he has a black box around like that. That's really weird. Anyways, yeah, he would. I'd probably put him like right here or probably below Squirrel Girl, to be honest with you. Pretty cool character. I just like rushing in, attacking people, and just doing what he does. Not be able to move, have be moved is really nice, which is just very satisfying. And be able to jump back to your teammates is really cool with his E, which is awesome. And you just disrupt people so much with him because he's like a semi-dive tank. Pretty cool. Awesome character. A lot of fun. And to finish it off, we have another one I just don't like because, again, he's a flyer. Out of all the flyers, he's probably my favorite flyer, which is not saying very much. But he's a flyer at the end of the day, and I don't like flyers. And Johnny's going to go right there because, again, he's a flyer, and I don't like flyers. And yeah, he's just kind of lame. Not really fun. And yeah, simple as that. So that's the list, though, guys. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. Tell me how wrong I am about putting Spider-Man at the top. And tell me how wrong I am about the entire list. And who you would consider to be your favorite character to play in this game, as in who you find the most fun. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think of the video down below in the comments, and I will see you all next time.